How do you select a jury with celebrities? Like, those people know who they are without them being biased. Do you ask them, like, do you know who Gwyneth Paltrow is?
Yes.
And then they say yes. And are you a huge fan of hers? I mean, would that be questions you would ask? Because I've always wondered how that works.
Here is one potential strategy. You don't have her in the room initially during voir dire. You ask, do any of you know any famous people? Have any of you met a famous person? Tell me about the time that you met them. How did you react and respond? What happened? Oh, they were mean. Well, what do you think about celebrities? You think they're all like that? No, or yes, I do. They're all pieces of crap. Bye. You're gone.
Right.
You're biased against celebrities. I would craft a very careful strategy and then say, and I would do some other stars probably first. What did y'all think about the Johnny Depp trial? What did you think about, would I do O.J. Simpson? Probably out of date now, something like that. But it depends on what kind of case that it would be. Mm-hmm. And then I would say, what about Gwyneth Paltrow? Any of you have any of that? And then we would go through that and see if there's anybody who's biased or whatever. Did you know who Gwyneth Paltrow is? No, I don't. I'm going to be looking probably for jurors like that who really are not biased. And I'm going to try and, though, the entire time, I'm going to be trying to figure out how the jurors are biased about what things, because every juror is biased.
Well, I would think most people would know who she is because she was an Iron Man.
Yes.
And she's in all of them.
Yes.
And then she's in the Avengers. And
I would want to know what they know about her.
Yeah.
And if somebody starts bad-mouthing or whatever, I'm going to try and keep that person quiet for the rest of it so they don't taint the panel. Unless I want to taint the panel. And then I'm going to let that person talk because maybe I don't like this panel and I want to bust the panel and kick them all out because they all agree that she's a piece of crap. You know, not that she is, nothing against her, but whoever the celebrity is.
But it's
if they think that the celebrity is a dirtbag for whatever reason and they're very disliked, you know. Again, it also depends on the facts because I don't know if the other side, they might be trying to bring in a deep fake video, for example, that we know is not true, and they're going to try and use it anyway because they think it's true, something like that. It really depends on the facts. But I would strongly consider not even having the celebrity in there right at first for picking the jury.
Right.
And I might pick the jury even without my client being there. I like having my client there just to have another set of eyes that if somebody, like, for example, the one reason why I would want her in the room.
If she recognizes somebody that she might know?
Nah, not so much that. But if they're looking at her with like, I love you in the eyes, probably want that juror. If they're looking at her like, you know, scowling or whatever, just giving bad looks and there's a bad feeling, then I know I don't want that juror.
Right.
And so there's a lot of different, very, very complicated. This is why I love going to a jury trial and why it's Lawyer Disneyland, because it is all of these things all happening at once. Mm-hmm. It is the most dynamic chess game that you can possibly play. And it's not one move. It's so many different variables about it. And it's so complicated and complex that my mind, who, you know, I'm bored if I'm watching TV and not on my phone, or I'm bored if I'm just on my phone. I listen to YouTube videos at double speed because they won't go any faster. And I listen to audiobooks at 3x speed because my brain works that fast. It's an enlightened level of, wow, I'm really living. I'm really using my brain for what it is. It's amazing, all the things. And you're so present in the moment when that's happening. So those are the type of things that I would be looking for. So would I have her in at the beginning? You know, maybe, probably. If a jury walks in and sees a star sitting there, they're not present. They're like starstruck, what's going on? It's a whole different thing. Mm-hmm. So I would rather them come in, be regular jurors, thinking it's a regular case, see all that, and then have my client come in after I've kind of prepped them, you know, this is going to be that particular case, and have warmed them up and have a little bit of control over them before I bring that experience to them. Is one strong option that I would be considering. Because otherwise there's just an energy that's just something different. And so that's a technique that I would strongly consider using.
Okay.
This is the Lawyer Dana Show.